Dark Knights of Steel issue 8, Tom King writing with Yasmin Putri on the art. I will say the long gaps between issues, which have felt very pronounced, I have to say.
Yes.
It definitely hurt things a little bit because as I was reading this today, I was kind of like, I was like trying to remember certain things, and I was like, okay, right, all right. So we have, and I'll try to remember. Okay, Matt, do you remember exactly who this Joker is? Because I remember it being a crazy combination.
It's the Green Man. So he's a Green Lantern, Lex Luthor. That's also the Joker. I
knew it was the Green Man. Okay, yeah, that's what it was. Lex Luthor, who's also the Joker. Because I saw him at the start of the issue, and I went, okay. I remember the reveal of who this was, making me like cackle with like absurd laughter, but I couldn't remember what it was. And I think there's little things, a lot of the smaller things in that I was kind of like trying to remember through it. Now the broad strokes are still there. That's fine. You know, the main thing here is that, you know, the Amazons along with the Black Lightning Empire, or whatever they're called,
the House of Storms.
The House of Storms. There you go. They're on their way to start war with the elves because of the death, which they think Supergirl,
Jefferson,
Zala, you know, did. And we have Black Canary and Oliver Queen in the cells, and they start to bond. So that's kind of, you know, obviously tying into like, this is how this relationship forms in this universe, kind of thing.
Through Deceased, through this, I need at least just a miniseries. Tom Taylor, Green Arrow, Black Canary, because he seems to get the relationship better than most.
Oh sure.
And just their small talk through the cells, you know, I just love it. Because Oliver takes her guard off that allows her to talk, and you know, they thought I was a banshee. Well, are you? And it's those little moments that are really good. That he captures them well.
Yeah. So basically, you have the army coming through the forest, and Amanda Waller and Harley try to talk them out of it. Constantine's pissed though, and he wants to just immediately start throwing fireballs. Poison Ivy gets involved and sort of holds them off. But that's when, you know, Joker, Luthor, or whatever we're calling him,
shows up. Yeah, we'll just call him the Green Man.
Sure, the Green Man. Yeah. He comes in, sort of deals with Ivy so that they can get through. And the elves don't really want to fight, or whether they do, Waller's trying to, like, you know, say, we don't have to actually go to war, let's just, like, you know, get you out of here, kind of thing. And Wonder Woman and Zala, who are obviously in love, like, go down to try and stop this army and talk them out of it. But we have the reanimated, you know, Jefferson's son, who is, you know, was brought back. You know, that was all teased, you know, before Constantine was up to his tricks to bring him back.
They used the Lazarus from Roz.
Yeah. Starts making Supergirl choke, and like, you know, this is when Lara jumps in, and it kind of feels like it's like starting to de-escalate, you know. Pauletta puts her hand out, and you know, Jefferson's daughter's not really happy about this, the idea that they're going to do this peacefully. But then Lara, in the big shocking moment for the end of the issue, uses her heat vision to split Pauletta in half vertically. So she does a line down the middle of her body with the heat vision. And it's this glorious page, and you just see Wonder Woman scream "Mother" as the final panel.
Yeah. Well, and Zala's on that page too, right? And she looks shocked as well.
Oh yeah. So it definitely feels like it's going down the path of, oh, Yara's a, you know, brutal, merciless bitch. Is where it seems like it's going.
And remember, we had thought that there was, you know, the Kryptonians, and we thought it was Cal, and then we thought it was Zala. This is clear that it's been Lara the whole time, and she's been trying to egg them into war.
She clearly wants to fight. I mean, that's very clear right now. I mean, if nothing else.
Because Zala had told Diana that she didn't have anything to do, right? She didn't kill.
No.
So, had it been another Kryptonian?
Well, we were thinking shapeshifter before, right? We were thinking what shapeshifter could have turned into her, but I suppose it's quite believable given that it's, you know, a relative that if she puts on the outfit from a distance, might look like her daughter, kind of thing.
Because then that's where Jefferson's son kind of is also like, he feels bad for what he had done, even though like this was a woman that he thought might have murdered him. You know, he is telling Constantine that didn't feel good to try to choke her. And stuff. So there's a lot of shades of gray being played here, but I ended this issue definitely thinking that it was Lara that's been trying to go to war for whatever reason.
Yeah. You know, and obviously we're building up as well to like Batman's big return, because obviously that was set up. He was with the Kents, and it's like, oh, that was a couple issues ago now, so we're sort of waiting for his big like hurrah to come in and help save the day. So I mean, I'm having fun with the book, and I do think it looks good, obviously, and the scenes flow really well, and the dialogue kind of pops. As I like to say, the Oliver and Dinah moments are really cool. I love the ending. I thought it was, you know, a brutal, like they made it as gory as they probably could and keep it a teen, you know, comic, you know, but without making it that mature reader tag. They went probably as violent as they could with it, which I appreciate. You know, it's not quite, but you know, if you can give me a little taste of that Homelander magic, you know, that when Homelander just like burns someone's head off with his eyes, give me a little bit of that, and it'll sell me your Kryptonian villain for sure. So I mean, I obviously have never been as in love with this premise as you have, and I do think the delays are hurting it a little bit in that I like, because I mean we had, and it's kind of weird, and you know, maybe there's reasons why Putri's been falling behind or whatever, but there was that big gap that was kind of the intentional mid gap of the run, but it kind of felt like all of a sudden there was a big gap between 7 and 8 again, you know, and 6 and 7 or whatever. So so it's a shame that it's maybe lost a bit of momentum because of that, but no, but yeah, the big beats were fun, and it's always an easy read, so I can't really fault it in that sense. So all right, what are you giving Dark Knights of Steel?
I'm gonna give this a 7.5.
Yeah, I'll just go straight 7. I did really love the ending though. The horror movie fan in me loved the ending. I'll say that for the brutality of it.